As one travels through the winding roads of Albania, leaving the bustling cities behind, the true character of the country begins to reveal itself in its villages. Here, time seems to flow at a different pace, measured by the sun and the seasons rather than the ticking of a clock. The houses themselves are a testament to this enduring spirit. Many are built from the very land they stand on, with thick stone walls that have withstood generations of wind and weather. These stones, cool in the summer and solid in the winter, tell a story of resilience and practicality. It's a remarkable sight, seeing how each stone is carefully placed, a puzzle solved by hands that knew their craft intimately. You'll often notice the distinctive red-tiled roofs, a splash of vibrant color against the green hills or rugged mountains. They slope gently, designed to shed the winter snow and summer rain, protecting the families within. These are not just structures, they are homes in the truest sense. Surrounding them are large yards, bustling with life. You might see a few chickens scratching in the dirt, a goat tied loosely to a post, or a cow resting in the shade. These yards are also home to flourishing gardens where tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and herbs grow in abundance, providing fresh ingredients for the family table. It's a wonderfully self-sufficient way of living. What truly defines these villages, however, is the invisible architecture of community. Neighbors are more than just people who live next door. They are an extended family. If someone is building a new barn or harvesting their crops, you will see others arrive without being asked, ready to lend a hand. This spirit of Bisa, a pledge of honor and mutual support, is woven into the fabric of daily life. It's a beautiful system of reciprocity, where help is given freely with the quiet understanding that it will be returned when needed. This creates a safety net of human connection that is stronger than any formal institution. This closeness is most apparent during life's big moments, both happy and sad. A wedding is a village-wide affair with everyone contributing to the preparations, from cooking the feast to setting up the decorations. Similarly, during times of hardship or loss, the community rallies around the affected family, offering comfort, food, and companionship. This deep-seated sense of unity is what allows these small communities to thrive. It's a powerful reminder that we are all connected, and that our strength lies in our ability to support one another through the journey of life. It's something quite special and rather humbling to witness. A day in an Albanian village begins with the first light of dawn, often accompanied by the crowing of a rooster. The air is crisp and clean, filled with the scent of damp earth and wood smoke from the breakfast fires. For the children, the morning routine often involves a walk to the local school, sometimes a considerable distance along winding country paths. They travel in small groups, their chatter and laughter echoing through the quiet landscape. School is important, but their education doesn't end in the classroom. After their lessons, they return home to help with family chores, learning practical skills that have been passed down for centuries. These chores are an integral part of their upbringing. A young girl might help her mother tend the vegetable garden, learning how to weed and water the plants that will feed their family. A boy might be tasked with taking the family's sheep or goats to graze on the nearby hillsides, a great responsibility that teaches him about animals and the land. This involvement in the family's livelihood instills a powerful sense of purpose and belonging from a very young age. They are not just children, they are active and valued contributors to the household, learning the rhythms of rural life firsthand. For the adults, the day is governed by the demands of the land. Farming is the beating heart of the village economy. Mornings are spent in the fields, cultivating crops like corn, wheat, and beans. You might see a farmer guiding a simple plow pulled by a horse or an ox, using methods that have been trusted for generations. Alongside these traditional tools, you might also spot a modern tractor, a sign that the old ways and the new are learning to coexist. The work is hard and physical, but it is performed with a steady, unhurried rhythm that is deeply connected to the earth. As the sun climbs higher, some villagers might take their produce to a small local market, a place for trade and socializing. Here they sell fresh vegetables, cheese, honey, or handmade crafts, and buy what they cannot produce themselves. The day winds down as the afternoon sun begins to soften. Animals are brought back from the pastures, cows are milked, and preparations begin for the evening meal. The entire day is a cycle of purposeful activity, a dance between human effort and the natural world that sustains them. It is a life of diligence, deeply rooted in the soil. As evening descends upon the village, a different kind of energy emerges. The hard work of the day gives way to a time of rest and connection. Families gather in their homes or on their verandas, the air filled with the rich aroma of freshly brewed Turkish coffee or mountain tea. This is a time for storytelling, for sharing the day's news and recounting tales of the past. An elder might play a haunting melody on a çifteli, a traditional two-stringed instrument, its music weaving through the quiet night. It is in these simple moments that culture is kept alive, passed from one generation to the next. Women often gather together in the evenings, their hands busy with intricate embroidery or knitting. They create beautiful patterns on traditional clothing, tablecloths, and other textiles, their needles moving with practiced skill. These crafts are not just a hobby, they are an art form, a repository of cultural symbols and family history. The patterns and colors can signify one's region, marital status, or family lineage. This quiet, creative work is another thread in the strong fabric of community, binding the women together through shared skills and conversation. It's absolutely fascinating to see such artistry in everyday life. Nowhere is the village's spirit of community and tradition more vividly displayed than during a wedding. An Albanian village wedding is an extraordinary spectacle of color, music, and joy that can last for several days. The celebrations are a communal affair, with the entire village participating. The bride's attire is often a masterpiece of red and gold, adorned with intricate embroidery and coins, symbolizing good fortune and prosperity. The air thrums with the sound of drums and clarinets, playing lively folk music that invites everyone to join in the dance. The centerpiece of the celebration is the feast, a lavish spread of roasted lamb, savory pies known as byrek, fresh cheeses, and countless other local delicacies, all prepared by the women of the village. And then there is the dancing. People link arms and dance the valle, a traditional circle dance that moves with infectious energy, celebrating the union of the couple and the unity of the community. It is a powerful, joyous expression of collective happiness, a whirlwind of motion and music that is utterly captivating. It's a magnificent affirmation of life and continuity. The rhythm of farming dictates the pulse of village life, shaping everything from daily schedules to annual celebrations. The main crops, such as corn for bread and animal feed and beans, a staple in the local diet, are grown with a deep understanding of the land. Livestock, including sheep, goats, and cows, are not just a source of meat and milk but are considered part of the family's wealth. They graze on the common pasture lands, their bells creating a gentle, melodic soundtrack to the rural landscape. This intimate connection to agriculture is the foundation upon which this entire way of life is built. A typical day is a perfect illustration of this connection. It begins with the sun, tending to the animals in the fields. The afternoon might involve small trades or mending tools, followed by the slow communal winding down of the evening. When night falls, a profound peace settles over the village. The sky, free from the glare of city lights, reveals a breathtaking canopy of stars. The only sounds are the gentle chirping of crickets and the distant bark of a dog. It's a tranquility that seeps into your very soul, a stark and beautiful contrast to the constant noise of the modern world. This way of life is profoundly important, serving as the cultural heartland of Albania. It is in these villages that the country's oldest traditions, its language, its music, and its strong sense of identity are preserved. The values of family, community, and bisa are not abstract concepts here, they are practiced every single day. This resilience and commitment to tradition provide a vital anchor for the nation's culture, ensuring that the wisdom of the past is not forgotten in the rush towards the future. It's a living museum, but one that is constantly evolving. In a world that is rapidly changing, the Albanian village stands as a powerful symbol of sustainability and human connection. It demonstrates how people can live in harmony with nature, relying on each other and the land for their survival and well-being. Preserving this heritage is not just about protecting old buildings or quaint customs, it is about safeguarding a reservoir of knowledge and a way of being that holds valuable lessons for all of us. Discovering the heart of Albanian village life is to discover something essential about the enduring strength of the human spirit.